like his spiraling. In this moment, I don't know what's.
I think she just needs that positive figure.
That's
just
it.
A positive figure that help. Because like for me, it's like for guys, it's not too much of the body; it's really the mind they make fun of you of. It's like they mess with your mind. They think you're stupid. I hear you're so dumb, you're so this, you're so that. Ever since I was little, I heard, whether it was to me or to others, it was always with the mind. It wasn't with the body. It's like, if you fat, then okay, you fat. They would think being fat is like being powerful, because there's a lot of like big guys that could hurt you. So it's not, I couldn't really relate to the body thing, because I wasn't really, I heard that I was fat, but it's like, for me, I was so to myself, and it's like I was actually just comfortable with myself, in terms of like, just, this is me, this is how I look, deal with it. That's why, I guess that's why also I came very defensive when I heard that I was fat, because it's like, well, I like it, and if you don't like it, I don't care about that, so why are you telling me that?
Right.
You know, that type stuff. So I would think like people like me, I guess, that is really to myself, they would think like that, but you know, I guess not. But you know, my struggle is really of the mind. So
because a lot of people will just downplay your mind.
Downplay how I am, just because I'm quiet, just because I don't say nothing. Just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean I don't know anything.
That happens. That happened to me too. That's like when we was in the house. Like I always got called egae, and to the point where
these Haitian people
all
and
did.
these
It's like,
words.
I know, but then like
a lot of the things that she had, we all did too.
Yeah,
we
so
all
like,
went through that too.
I stopped doing homework because it's like I'm stupid. I can't do homework, so why do homework?
Why do homework?
And I never did homework ever in my life.
Because of that.
Yes. Well, it's not ever in my life, but starting, I think 6th or 7th grade, I stopped doing homework, and never did. There was I can only remember once doing an essay and doing a presentation, and that was only because I needed to graduate.
Wow.
High school.
So like my high school, like now I'm in college now, I do homework and stuff. My GPA is a 3.5.
Get it, girl. Yes.
Yes, sir.
But like,
but that's overcoming.
Right. Yeah, but like in
bound thing.
I'm sorry, but in high school my GPA was a 2.0.
Exactly, just to make it to graduate.
And that was
I didn't
weighted.
know that either.
That was weighted.
That was unweighted or weighted?
Weighted. No, it was 2.1, something like that. 2.1, maybe 2.2. You know, that's all you needed to graduate, though. True.
Yeah. Because even now, thinking about what Fred said, like with my son, a lot of people, because of his speech impediment, they think he doesn't know anything, and they're like, "Why are you homeschooling him?" I'm like, my son is really smart, and I tell him
he
that
has a speech impediment. What?
He talks with his tongue, so he has a lisp, and a very acute lisp. And then when he's talking, he's blah 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 because he talks so fast because his brain is moving faster than his mouth all the time. And I have to tell him too, look, you are extremely smart black boy, so you're gonna sit here and use that because he talks with his tongue. He thinks he's a baby. Mommy, no son, you about to be a whole 3rd grader. What you talking like a baby for? But I had to tell him this. So lo and behold, like, my kids don't go to a public school, and I'm scared to take them to a public school because kids are mean. And not just public school, but if it's in a private setting, I can control that. When it's in a public setting, I can't. There's no control over it because there's so many kids. Private setting, there's only 20 kids, so I could pick and choose and tell the principals and make sure everyone knows and sees my face. But public setting, you can't do all that. So it's like, how do you address this issue at a young age so they don't grow up thinking that they're wrong?
Well,
how do you address these issues?
When I got like older, I seemed to understand because like the mind and the body is like it's similar. So it's like somebody said this. It's like they're only doing that to you because they don't have it.
Whoa.
And they want it. They envy you. So they're like, yo, Fred, you're stupid because you're quiet. It's because they don't have the knowledge I have. They say, oh, you're fat, you're this, you're that, because they don't have the body that you have, and they want that. They don't have the beauty you have, but they want that. That's why they try to tear you down so that you don't know what type of beauty you have.
That's crazy because I think my dad is very intelligent. My dad has never called me stupid.
There you go.
He never called me stupid. My dad. I mean, he beat me up, because I ain't do no homework. I couldn't get 2 + 2, whatever, or 2 × 2.
They all did.
But
yes.
man,
But
that probably was it too. That probably was part of the reason why I didn't do homework. Because if I didn't know it for real, I'm getting a beat. I'm getting beat, not beat up, but the belt is right there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, stuff like that.
What's 2 × 2? Shasha, what's 2 × 2? And then if I don't get it,
But that is so sad. Like, what the belt gonna do for me? Like, I still don't know the answer.
It's just gonna make me not say the answer more.
Yeah.
It's not because he be going over the questions like 3 times.
You still don't get
But
it.
sometimes, frustration comes a part of schooling. Sometimes you probably just had to walk away to come back, and then you probably got it.
I mean, yeah.
I never not did it. That's
My test
weird.
scores were awesome. So.
So it was not that you didn't know what 2 + 2. It's just at the time,
I don't know.
and
Under
after the pressure,
yeah. Well, now I know how to do it pressure though. Yeah.
You do. You know how to do it?
Yeah. You
Okay.
know.
And ballet, definitely, I can imagine the pressure.
That and stuff that happened in my house.
So you really got to be to yourself.
Yeah. If it wasn't, I don't want to say if it wasn't for me, but I feel like my calmness really helped a lot.
Your humbleness.
I'm not humble.
You're not humble?
I don't even know what humble means.
Sound like Wilsfella. You sound just like Wilsfella there.
No, Whistler sounds just like me. That's what y'all don't understand.
Oh, sorry. Wilsfella sounds like you.
You hear this,
yeah.
Rose? Because I feel like she's going to watch this. You sound like me.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be, you want to be like me. Stop.
Well, she was born before, so it would make sense. Yeah.
They can influence each other.
Wait, who's
Fred.
older?
She is.
Okay.
Keisha's older.
Rose be older.
She's older than
I
me
love
too,
you,
Delene.
sister.
Who, her?
I really do.
She's older than me, yeah.
Keisha
That's my best
old.
friend.
Keisha old.
I'm not gonna ask.
Not
no.
old. She's just older
I'm
than
27. Just kidding.
Oh, look at Delete's face.